Alright, this is what you've all been waiting for, right? Taivas, the new Taivas is coming. The gold when he's getting buffs, surprisingly. And there's a certain person missing. I don't know when he's coming out, the Rus, because this was it. There is no other Esper stuff. There is no other Esper banners. So I don't know where the heck he went. Because he's supposed to be here, or on the other banner he was supposed to be here. And I don't know why they wouldn't. I don't know why they would not include Rus. It's not like he's amazing or anything. He's pretty good, but it's not like he's like super top tier. I guess because of his leader skill or something. I don't know. But Taivas is getting some buffs. 2 buffs. It's the same. It's the same thing as Roka, where her leader skill got buffed quite a bit. So his leader skill also got buffed quite a bit. And he is under light category, which is good. Of course, it kind of makes sense, right? I think the only thing you would really care about is the CW light category for that 900% attacking magic. So, good. And then filling the morale, good. So this guy has 2 ways of dealing damage. Either you just do the LB stuff, or you can do the evocation chaining silliness. So he has 2 ways of doing that, and that's not very common for damage dealers nowadays to have 2 options. So he does have 2 options, and then Leftia is Leftia. So yeah, not much to go on with that. And then we have Axstar, the New Vision Awakening, who is actually very good, at least for now. His damage is quite strong because of his cooldown. Is not. I don't know if they're gonna fix it on global. Hopefully not. But apparently, I don't know. It feels like it wasn't intentional for him to be able to cast his strong move many times or something. So that's kind of what's going on with that. So all those are coming. And then we have a king, or I guess certificate. I can't say King Mug anymore, but certificate event. It's easier to say King Mug because everybody recognizes what that means. But there's, I mean, that's nothing too special there. And then we have this, unfortunately, Taivas got cucked in this, and I remember specifically why would they not make him equipment? He does not have any equipment this time around. Instead, for some reason, Leftia got something. So Taivas does not have any exclusive equipment for whatever reason, but for some reason Leftia does. Whatever. And then the Reagan and Last Fall crowns are coming. I'll be looking at that shortly. This vision card is pretty good. Not super amazing because for some reason they decided to do 400 attack and magic and then Esper stats, which we don't really care too much about because we always, if we're all set, we usually gear for that anyway. So it's like this card is not as amazing to me. And apparently this card upgrade's coming later, but does it matter anyways? Like no one's going to be using this. Besides the MP recovery and also the MP reduction, everything else doesn't matter. So, okay. And you get this for free apparently because it says you get from certain events in game, and only certain FFBE units added to the game from onwards will be included. Isn't this good? Kind of? Of course not this, but this is kind of good because you might get something actually decent. Okay, it says right there. So that's actually pretty decent. 5% rates, not too bad, but it depends on how many tickets we're going to be getting. If it's only 1 ticket per event, then it's just like, it doesn't matter then. Because most times you're probably going to be getting a rainbow. But if you get like several copies of this ticket, then it might be good. And I know for sure this time it's free. I'm not baiting you guys, because there's some times where there's like this one thing that comes up and it's like, oh, can we maybe pull this for free? And then it turns out it's not. But this time it says it specifically you can get it from things in game. So maybe it'll be good because it's from 2022 onwards. And you could get some good units in that. Especially as a new player, if you get like Sylvie or something, that'd be pretty amazing. Alright, so, sorry about that. Anyways, Rep Collapse is coming back. Hopefully this, okay. Player's voice using guaranteed 10 ticket summon. Okay. Hopefully they refresh the shop and do some things. Okay, what's this? Replica shop chest. Are you serious? Don't do that. You're gonna be getting quite a bit anyways. So in the login system, you're getting 200, 200, 200, 200, and then there's a lot. There's a lot in here, guys. So don't fret. And then there's a 10+1 Uvision ticket. Cool. So there's actually a decent log in here. And oh wow, VIP coins, 100, 200, 300, 300 VIP coins, guys, and some lapis. How nice. How nice of them to give all that stuff out for once. Alright, so Reagan's buffs, if you want to call them that. I don't remember him even, like, I honestly don't even remember his upgrades. That's probably how bad they are. I literally don't even remember his upgrades. That probably explains why I've never shown them off or used them or anything, because they're probably bad. And usually when I don't make a showcase or talk about them more in depth or talk about them, you know, often, then they're probably not good. And that's not a good sign. And the only thing you should care about in the bottom part, and this is actually kind of nice that they're doing this. So in CW Water, you can have Kaito in there who... Okay. And then Starlight Elna, and then Shuyu, that's kind of a cope, but that's decent at least. I mean, you could... Under proper leader skill, maybe she could do something because of her buffs. Maybe. And now CW Light Richt is going in there, and then wow, 2B and A2 on our CW Light. So I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. If you pulled for the collaboration units, A2 and 2B, and Taivas' new leader skill got buffed tremendously, so now they would get 900% attack magic. The only part you care about is the attack part, but wow. Yep, they got you this time, guys. Like, you can't... You got to... Even if you pulled for Richt, they got you this time. I know with Roka, it's kind of like... It doesn't matter as much, because it was Fire and Dark, which was still good, but this is so much better. Because they include 3 good damage dealers. So, they really got you this time. They got you. Now, are you going to tell them no still, or are you going to pull? That's up to you. And I shouldn't have to tell you at this point, you should not be pulling for this stuff. Guys, if you're someone, and I know some of you guys are out there, and that's completely fine to be this way. If you don't look at anything on the JB side and you just want to play global, even still, you must admit, at this point, you must have at least seen my thumbnails that there's a Neovision Plus thing coming out. And even if you don't care about that information, even if you're like a whale, like, even if I was a whale, I wouldn't spend money on this, or spend lapis on this, or anything. Like, do not pull in these kind of banners anymore. Like, I don't care how much guaranteed stuff is on here. I don't care if they gave you 10 guaranteed Neovisions through the entire step up, like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. A lot of those would probably be trash anyways. So you gotta think of it that way. And so, there's this, and then there's that Neovision, like, Revolution thing, I think is what they're calling it. Don't do any of those. Do not do any of that. Seriously, I promise you, it'll be worth your while to not pull in any of these kind of things from now on. Because just the Neovision Plus thing is going to be so expensive. There's three banners on the anniversary, and all of them are expensive. So, why should you be spending lapis on this? Just don't. Curated summon. The choices are, other than the remaining class 0 Deus, I don't think it's really worth it this time around. And you, like, again, you can't pick them, so it's a 1 out of 3 chance to get her. So whatever. And this is Leftia's shop. You shouldn't pull for Leftia, but I'll review her anyways. But you can get her fragments if you care about that. But and then Taivas' shop. Obviously, you're not going to get his fragments because he's premium. So there's not much to say in this shop. You, like, I guess this stuff is here, but only if you go with that step up. But like, you would think that premium, like, if you're a new player and you come in like, oh, it's premium, so the shop must be better, right? No, it's worse. There's no fragments, and then there's just like, there's not much in here. And this ticket thing costs way too much. It's like 20 plus tickets or something, some ridiculously high number. So you would think, like, in both sides, by the way, this is both sides I'm talking about. You would think that the premium shop would be good, but it's most times worse than the normal shop. There's no trade-off here. It's like you pull expensive step-ups, like expensive premium step-ups and stuff, and then the side rewards aren't amazing. They're really, like, it's only tied to like the premium name, really, to get the unit. And not so much about the side stuff, because it used to be, you know, getting the unit and then you get some nice rewards on top of that. But now it's like, if you pull for premiums, it's like you might as well just throw your labs into the wind and hopefully you get something good. So that's what I think about that at this point. I'm getting kind of sick of the premium stuff. So third shard meme, you don't need to say about that. Not much to say. So what do you think about Taivas' leader skill for Richt, A2 and 2B? I know some of you guys are gonna be like drooling a little bit because that's pretty juicy to see 2B with 900% attack leader skill. I can't even, like, how much would her attack would be pretty high. It has to be at least 18k under that leader skill. Maybe less, maybe a little bit less, maybe like 16 or 17 maybe. That's pretty high. And she'll be doing really good damage under that leader skill for sure. A2 probably would do the same. So I want to know all your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you, and I'll see you on Thursday for the review. I was about to sneeze. I held it in. Peace.